Welcome back to the sanctuary. In our last journey we exposed the spiritual poison of the god of greed and named the antidote, spiritual sovereignty. But knowing the antidote is not enough. We must learn how to use it. Today we move from understanding to action. We begin the practical work of mental alchemy. I'm going to introduce you to a universal law so powerful it forms the foundation of all true magic and manifestation. And then I'm going to teach you a simple technique that will prove to you in your own body that you have direct access to this power instantly and for free. Ancient wisdom traditions, from the Hermetics of Egypt to the mystics of the East, all arrived at the same foundational truth. It's the first universal law. The all is mind, the universe is mental. What does this mean? It means that the reality you experience is not a fixed external thing that you are simply living in. It is a mental creation, a grand thought form, a divine dream. Think of it this way. Your mind is not a small thing inside the vast universe. The universe is a vast thing happening inside the infinite container of mind. The doctrines we've discussed, like the prosperity gospel, have a distorted echo of this truth. They tell you to confess your desires, to speak them out loud. But look at the power dynamic. You are a subject asking an external God for a blessing. Your power is conditional on your faith, and your faith is measured by your financial sowing. Mental alchemy flips this entirely. There is no external God to petition. You are not the subject asking for a favour. You are the dreamer learning to shape the dream. Your power is inherent. It is your birthright, and it costs you nothing but your attention. This principle might sound abstract, so let's make it real. Let's perform our first act of mental alchemy. We'll use a modern language with this ancient practice, known as neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. An anchor is a link between a specific feeling and a unique physical trigger. It's like creating a powerful positive hotkey for your own nervous system. Think about how the smell of a certain food can instantly transport you back to your childhood kitchen with all the feelings of that memory. That's a natural anchor. Today we're going to create a powerful one on purpose. Before we begin, understand this. Every memory and feeling is built from sensory ingredients. In NLP, these are called sub-modalities. They are the sights, sounds, and feelings that make up an experience. To make a feeling more powerful, we simply turn up the volume on its ingredients. Now, find a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. And another. I want you to float back through time to a moment when you felt absolutely powerful, joyful, or completely unstoppable. A moment of pure positive energy. It could be a moment you achieved a goal, laughed uncontrollably with a loved one, or felt a deep sense of peace in nature. Take your time. Find one now. As you remember that moment, step right back inside it. See what you saw through your own eyes. Make the colours brighter, more vibrant. Hear what you heard. Make the sounds clearer. Turn up the volume. And most importantly, feel that incredible feeling rising in your body. Where do you feel it most? In your chest? Your stomach? Allow that feeling to expand, to grow stronger, warmer, more powerful. Double its intensity. As that feeling reaches its absolute peak. Now, press the tip of your thumb and your forefinger on your non-dominant hand together firmly. Squeeze them together, anchoring this peak state to this specific, unique touch. Hold it, locking in the feeling. Good. Now release the pressure. Open your eyes. Look around the room and name 3 things you see that are blue. Think about what you need to pick up from the grocery store later. This clears your mind. Now take a neutral breath, and when you're ready, press that same thumb and forefinger together again. Notice what happens. Notice how that powerful positive feeling begins to rush back instantly. That is your anchor. That is your power. What you just did was not a simple mood trick. It was a profound act of mental alchemy. It was spiritual sovereignty in action. You didn't ask permission. You didn't pay a tithe. You used the power of your own mind, your focus, to take conscious control of your internal world. You proved to yourself that your state of being is not at the mercy of headlines, manipulative doctrines, or external circumstances. You are the sovereign of your inner kingdom. This anchor is your first tool. Use it. When you feel anxiety, fire your anchor. When you feel doubt, fire your anchor. Strengthen it by practicing this process every day. Subscribe and continue your training with the resistance. The journey of mental alchemy has just begun. In our next video, we will go deeper into the nature of reality by further exploring the universal law of mentalism and learn how to use it to create the experiences we truly desire. Until then, hold fast to your sovereignty.